Sagittarius, it's your girl Jay, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2022. We did it. How it's already 2022. It's time has flown by. Sagittarius, you're getting ready to lose Mars on January 24th. Mars will be leaving your sign and going into Capricorn. And so there is some of that fire, that extra firepower, that extra gumption, that extra energy, that extra oomph that you've had will be dissipating a little bit, but you still, that flame. So no worries. Just know that I don't think it's going to be as easy to pursue, or you may notice a shift in your physical energy. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon already has all of the rest of Aquarius season videos. I just have these 2 left to film ahead of schedule. So yes. Patreon.com/justjeverything for daily content. Check out my Instagram, justj_everything, and TikTok at justjeverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. Now, it's Aquarius season. Aquarius is traditionally ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Saturn is direct in its sign. Daddy's already doing what it does to the collective, but Uranus is now direct in Taurus. So it's a fucking free-for-all. Who knows? Expect the unexpected. Fucking wing it. We're raw dogging life. But I will tell you this. On February 1st, there is the new moon in Aquarius, and this is a very important time to start manifesting. Because what gets manifested in Aquarius season, what you start to, Mercury retrograde, the seeds that you start to plant on the new moon in Aquarius, there's something special about these seeds, I feel like, and they are going to come to fruition very quickly on the full moon in Leo. The full moon in Leo is when you harvest those seeds. So there is this pretty quick, like about 2.5 week turnaround that I feel like there's something special about these new moon intentions in Aquarius. So I feel like allow yourself to get really specific so that you can be really specific about what you want to receive. Like I said, we're just raw dogging fucking, that doesn't mean actually raw dog. And anyway, hydrate, light it if you got it. Because we're just going to dive in, and I'm asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2022. Switching it up and using the Mystical Manga deck. I love this deck because it's so futuristic, but they're so reticent and so specific about the messages that they give. And so I love this. First card out, 9 of Cups. And then the Lovers. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay. I do feel like 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. There has been something that something that's got you in motion. You may have finally been feeling really motivated. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that's motivated you, or has turned, or their exit or their absence may have motivated you in some sort of way. But the first card's out. 9 of Cups. There is something that you should be very, very proud of. Jupiter, your ruling planet, is in the sign of Pisces, where it traditionally rules. And there's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of goodness. There's a lot of understanding. There's love. There's opportunity. There's clarity coming into a time that could be very easily misconstrued, in a time where you could really have miscommunications and you can overstep. Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces sounds like a recipe for illusions, delusions, substance abuse issues, all kinds of shit. And I feel like some of you got, okay, Some of you, I feel like you're not out of the woods yet with your sobriety, or you're not out of the woods yet with your healing with yourself. And just because this new lover comes in, or just because this new person comes in, they may have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, or Virgo placements. Just because they come in, they are not responsible for your healing. Do not try to dump your load on this relationship. Someone will turn around and skirt real quick if you go trying to heal by way of another. And be careful of people trying to do that to you. If you're getting that sense that like, this person feels a little codependent, or am I being a little codependent? Like, really is the time to check yourself in regards to relating to people. And the Nine of Cups says that there is an end of an emotional cycle that you're ready to be at. An end of a spiritual or creative cycle. You're just ready for a new shift. I feel like you're ready to really do the internal work, to really grow up in some sort of way. I do feel like there's some sort of emotional inventory that's getting done, Sagittarius. You really looking back at the last 9 months to 9 years of how you have operated in love, how you've operated in spirit. Are you walking your talk? There's something about allowing yourself to really go inward and be proud of yourself and determine, give yourself credit for how far you've come, but also don't feel like the work is over just because a partner comes in, or just because this new opportunity comes in, or there's a new opportunity to distract you, or a new distraction. The Lovers is not exclusive to romantic love. So there could be a new friend, some sort of project or friendship that you really are deeply connected to, or feel in love with, or feel like you're merging with. I do feel like now that you are at this, and some of you, you've really done your emotional homework and you're ready for a partnership. You're ready. And it's just like you're not going to let the lessons that you've learned get in the way of having something, healthy. I feel like you're not like guarding yourself in a different way, or there's some sort of openness that comes in. I do feel like there's something that comes in that just feels good. Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter's benevolence. It's goodness, it's expansion. I hate saying expansion with Jupiter. I'm going to really try to stop saying that. There is this sense of like synchronicity, and just like feeling really like lucky, feeling really optimistic. And I do feel like that's something that you guys are really experiencing this season. Aquarius season, right out of the gate, is like, hey, what's going on with this old emotional cycle? Are you feeling proud of yourself? There's something that you've been wanting, that I feel like you've been patient and you've done the work, and I feel like it's coming in. There could be a new contract, a new connection that feels like you're in love with this thing, or you're in love with this person, or you're just so excited for the next step. And I do feel like as long as you are doing the work to maintain your independence amidst this connection, then you're good. You cannot lose yourself in this person. You cannot let this person lose themselves in you. You cannot just continue with the codependent or parasitic kind of connection. It's really important that you effectively communicate your wants and needs to yourself, so that you can manifest in your physical reality people that check the boxes, All right, Sagittarius. This is the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2022. And some of you, I feel like just because you're healed doesn't mean that, like, You know what's interesting? I feel like there are going to be people that come in that you need to, that are learning. These people themselves are learning how to stand up for their boundaries. And so someone may say no to you or vice versa. There may be people coming in that are helping you expand your boundaries, helping you learn that. But it's very important that you do not try to heal or transmute your pain into pleasure or your pain into power by way of another. You fill your own motherfucking cup. And I feel like that is a big lesson that you guys have learned already, especially coming into Aquarius season and finishing out the rest of the astrological year in Pisces season before you get to the spring, to the new year, the real new year. I feel like there is some deep self-awareness and deep self-understanding, and there's just stuff coming in. Stuff that you feel like you've been waiting for a long time. This is going to be a juicy plunge. Center of the reading being Queen of Swords says that it's really important that you allow yourself to be direct, that you allow yourself to be matter of fact. There may be someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius or Virgo placements that is coming in that is very direct, very astute. They know what they want. They are really like precise with their time. I do feel like they're going to help you get decisive, or help you get more decisive, help you get more intimate, help you get more loving, help you get more creative, or help you get more, branch out your ideas. I do feel like there is a relationship with someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that's very productive. I feel like it has the potential to be productive, or it has the potential to be really chaotic, and you need to steer that. You have dominion over that. I feel like this could be something where it's just like a rush. It almost feels like drugs, where it just feels like we both like vibe so well that it's just like, intoxicating, or like, I love being around you. Even though it's just like platonic, it's just, you know what I mean? There's something where I feel like it's intoxicating. And I feel like there are important decisions that are going to be coming in, and you need to really be able to trust yourself to make these decisions. And the decisions that you're needing to make, Sagittarius, have to do with getting out of a lack mentality, being done with an old way of relating to your money, an old financial foundation, an old physical foundation. I feel like it's time to start getting your body in motion in a different way, maybe learning a new trade or a new skill, a new workout routine, a new, there's something new that I feel like would help you, that's going to help you feel more grounded. And it's funny, like, scared money doesn't make money. I heard, like, it's something about, like, I feel like it's important to allow yourself to see the ways that you're holding yourself back financially. It's like, why are you for some of you, it's like, are you saving enough? Are there financial steps that need to be taken? Does the budget need to be tighter? Do you need to look at the numbers again? But others, I feel like you have the money and you're just like sitting on it or something, or it could be beneficial to the community in some way, or you could be doing something, you could be giving, you could be being generous in some sort of way, possibly. It's going to manifest for everybody differently. This is a general reading. But I do feel like there is something about getting out of a lack mentality or a scarcity mentality. I'm going to stay in this relationship because this person knows me and they know all my shit, and I'm scared no one else will love me for all my flaws. Or I'm going to stay in this relationship, or I'm going to stay in this friendship because they've seen all my dirt. They know all my dirt. And even though our communication is really toxic and they drag me to really low places, I'm just going to stay in this friendship because we got time together. I'm going to stay in this job just because, I hear the market's really bad, but I'm not happy or fulfilled, but I'm just going to stay here just because I'm scared that there's not enough out there for me. Ultimately, Aquarius season is going to bring up some stuff with your worthiness, your relationship to your worthiness. possibly your relationship to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You may have to like tell it like it is or be very direct, or there may be some like business dealings or professional conversations where it's like important to like to feel comfortable talking about money. It's important to feel comfortable talking about your finances, talking about your expectations, talking about your boundaries. These are things you need to be comfortable talking about and articulating for so many different reasons. All right, final card, final message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Nice! The Star! You had two cards that fell out. Temperance reversed, but the Star is what I saw. So we'll do Temperance, Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, there's some deep abandonment issues. There's maybe financial conflict, or you're scared to spend this money, or you're scared to kick someone out, or someone needs to be kicked out, or there's some fear of abandonment, fear of being left out, feeling like the black sheep, possibly. But I do feel like there are deep trauma bonds that are coming up to be healed in Sagittarius, in Aquarius season, Sagittarius. Temperance reverse says that there's some sort of recovery that you're still needing to focus on. Recovering, healing your heart, recovering, healing your crown, your third eye, the ability to process, the ability to let yourself be guided, the ability to surrender. There may be somebody that you've been wishing for. There's both of the wish fulfillment cards are out. The Nine of Cups and the Star card are both about wish fulfillment. And I feel like, and both about healing. I feel like you've done some deep emotional healing, and because you've done you're open to doing the deep emotional healing, you're becoming more masterful with your words. Mercury in retrograde is really showing you, Mercury retrograde in Aquarius is really showing you what's going on with your friends, what's going on with your circle, your community, your wishes, your hopes. Are you dreaming big enough? And then Mercury is going to retrograde back into Capricorn. And there's all of a sudden like even more realizations in regards to boundaries, money, the future, what you really want to do, where you want to take this. It's like you do the emotional inventory. Mercury's going to bring in some situations or encounters or people or connections that allow you to get more masterful with your thoughts. You know, it's like you finally have chosen, I want to be better. I want to feel better. I want to do what's right for myself. I want to end this old chapter. I want to go deeper. I want more. That's what it sounds like. Jupiter comes in and it's like the Deftones all over again. What's the name of that song? Every time I'm like, what's the name of that song? But it's just like, feel like more. There is something about wanting more. And then, so once you decide, I'm worthy of more, I am capable of more, I can do better, I know better now, so I'm willing to do better. The divine is like, okay, the Lovers, there's some big decisions that are going to come in. There are some crossroads that are going to come in. Some opportunity or some situations where you're going to have to really figure out, do you know how to set your boundaries? Do you know how to be more masterful with your thoughts so you can be more masterful with your words, and therefore create this brand new foundation for yourself where you're not in fear of something being taken from you. You're not in fear of being taken advantage of, and you get this thing that you've been wanting. Maybe this person, maybe this sense of peace, maybe this guiding light. There is something about faith being restored, wishes being fulfilled. And I feel like something that you've been really, really wanting is coming in, and it's on the other side of you being willing to address that you need some healing or you need some sort of recovery. And you've got to remember, Sagittarius, your healing cannot come by way of someone else. It won't be found in sex. It won't be found in drugs. That void, whatever it is you're trying to fill, or it won't even be found in success and accomplishment if it's not from this very, very pure place inside of you. That pure place of information and intellect, because all is mental. And you losing Mars is going to put you in a position where you finally can like relax a little bit more. You're not feeling so much pressure. You're not feeling that urgency to go, get it done or pursue or to create or to fuck or to fight. You're not feeling that pressure. And because that pressure, that Martian energy is going away now into Capricorn, I feel like this is going to give you the opportunity to really like look at what's going on and to address that there are some boundaries that have to be set, and there's some comfortability with words that you're needing to acquire. I feel like there are positive interactions coming in with people with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Aquarius placements. Specifically Aquarius and Gemini and Libra. Your peace is really important. Are you experiencing peace? Do you know how to give yourself that? And making sure that you're not trying to seek out peace by way of another, or by way of the crowd, or by way of the party, or by way of the next project, you know? I do feel like whatever contracts or business opportunities come in, everything will be amazing. You'll get everything that you want as long as you use your words and speak your truth and allow yourself to be vulnerable. The Lovers coming in says that, you know, you're going to be feeling the feels about something, and you need to be honest and direct about the fact that you're feeling some fucking feels, and not be afraid or hold yourself back from feeling the feels. As long as you're not taking advantage of someone, as long as you're not using someone, as long as your intentions are pure, I feel like you leave Aquarius season getting stuff that you want, feeling divinely guided, feeling really hopeful, receiving, like feeling like a master manifester. Like you feel like, oh wow, I made this happen. Like I really set this in motion. And you have the opportunity to really feel like that, Sagittarius. It's just important that you let go of the old way of doing things, the old habits, the old mindset, the old insecurity, the old doubt. You've got to let it go for the new stuff to start to flow into you. And there's this old version of yourself. There's these old habits that like have to be addressed. They can't, you know, this thing that you want will just stay this thing that you want if you keep doing the same thing that you're doing and expecting different results. That's fucking insanity, you know? And so this is going to be an interesting plunge. I'm excited to dive in. Center of the reading, the Queen of Swords. It's like, it's time to be direct. Aquarius season is about you getting future focused, being really transparent, vulnerable, and honest, and being direct about the fact that there are things that need to be transmuted. There are issues that still need to be addressed. There are pains, wounds that need to be turned into power. But you can't do that. You can't initiate that process if you're still clinging to it, if you're still holding on to it, if it's still so much a part of your armor or your shield. I feel like you let down your guard and go, and you really allow yourself to heal inward, and you experience so much new intimacy. I feel like really feeling yourself, feeling sexy, feeling seen, feeling adored, feeling loved. It's important that you do what you know you need to do in order to start feeling more confident. If that means working more and getting more money, do it. If that means going to the gym and working more or working out more, do it. If that means, you know, leaning more into your gifts and your talents and the things that you feel really proud of yourself about, do it. It's time to start finding new sources of validation, healthy sources of validation, because no one else is going to come fill your cup. Your happiness, your contentment, that shit you already know is an inside job. And so this may be just this kind of like skirt, there just kind of be a season just to remind you like, hey boo, remember you're doing this on your own. Remember you're not seeking the fulfillment of something through another. You fulfill you. You fill your cup. And once you decide to do that, it looks like the divine brings in some really yummy opportunities to prove that you've learned your lessons. So have you? Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.